After taking like a small break from videos for about a couple weeks, I'm kind of back at it again, and this is tropical depression in the Central Pacific. We didn't really get too much after Linda, but though a couple days ago, the CPC wrote advisory, started writing advice on the tropical depression. And of course, near the Central Pacific, when it's right around here, now it's starting to move to high latitudes and starting to encounter some shear. But any significant increase in winds over the center, I think this is probably becomes a tropical storm. Currently a 30-knot depression. I don't think this system is quite close to tropical storm strength and likely do so. Likely attain tropical storm strength sooner or later. Meanwhile, let me talk about this. This is likely to continue and likely to eventually become one of several Eastern Pacific tropical cyclones this year to undergo extratropical transition. And this is another tropical depression. Tropical depression 16E. That was declared at an unusually high latitude, like in the Mangle Bay region. It's about to move on shore to Central Bar, California Peninsula. It really goes to show you what can happen during these outings. The system was able to form over 27, 28 sea waters. It was sufficiently warm enough, which is pretty amazing. Given that we're at practically 27 and we're able to get this kind of tropical cycle. I mean, significant wind shear should keep us in check even once it emerges into the Gulf of California tomorrow, but you never know. With a depression, it wouldn't take too much. It would probably take any persistent burst of convection, and the system probably reaches tropical storm strength and earns the name already. So it's not out of the question this becomes a name storm. And as you can see, this is primarily upgraded based on an ASCAP passage, so a fairly well-defined center. You can kind of see, you can see a pretty definitely well-defined enough for an upgrade. So some 30-knot barb, which, I mean, given the size of the 30-knot area, I don't think it's far-fetched. I don't think it's unreasonable to assume that there's some 35-knot barbs. I think it's a little bit unreasonable to assume, given the small area, the 30-knot barbs, that this is a tropical storm. And I think keeping this as a tropical depression was a good call. I mean, not sure in 5C's case, which is what the Central Pacific Depression is, that's a little bit more debatable. The models are showing, however, we could be entering a little bit more of an active period soon. But let me discuss this depression first. This depression is likely to continue on its track and eventually move into Arizona, where it's likely to become a remnant low and even dissipate completely. This will be one of those rare times where you get to potentially see a tropical cycle move into the United States and Arizona. It's not very often you generally get a tropical cycle and its forecast to head into on an NC forecast point to Arizona. We got some very heavy rains. I've already seen some pretty heavy rains from Linda. It's like to see additional heavy rainfall. Even though the wind shouldn't be too bad, but some heavy rains into Nevada and Arizona and California, that even that spreading to New Mexico and Colorado, and probably eventually into Utah, which obviously already has significant flooding from moisture partially associated with Linda last week, and Wyoming, and maybe eventually into the Dakotas. Even though I really doubt there'll be much left of this depression by that point. Now let's look at the model runs. This is the 12 seasons, and this is the last full version of the model run. You can kind of see 16 kind of moving to the Gulf of California against the making landfall on the northern edge, while you can kind of see 5C struggling a little bit, not really doing too much, and eventually being merged into a stronger low. Then another system forming to its south and passing south of the Hawaiian Islands. Then later in the period, having another tropical cyclone try and develop. Europeans kind of same kind of deal. They're in pretty similar agreement, showing a tropical cyclone trying to form near the Hawaiian Islands, so it's not particularly strong. It looks like this will probably miss Hawaii. It's the early indication so far. Again, we'll see what happens. This has been a long season, but I think we may, depending what happens with 16E and 5C, we may get like a tropical storm. Then we may get likely to get another tropical storm in the Central Pacific, which could potentially be our 7th. Which could potentially be a 7-name system in the Central Pacific this year, which is pretty freaking incredible. Anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this comeback video of mine. It's probably this week's weekly update video too, because I'm pretty much discussing what I'm going to get this week. I mean, in the longer range, there's also some potential before I forget. There's also some potential for some action. Past model ones have not really been showing that. The latest model ones have not been showing. So let me see if I can find this. GFS ones have become less supportive of this, but some of the global models were suggesting one of those late season Eastern Pacific to Central Pacific kind of crossover systems. Kind of like what we saw with Trudy and Hana last year. So it's something to keep an eye on now that we're getting towards the third half of the season. That's kind of the season where you can start getting these troughs that can really dig deep, get these stronger hurricanes developing off the west coast of Mexico, and these systems that can recurve and cause quite a lot of destruction along the Mexican coast and southern Baja California plains. So anyhow, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye!